It's time for the big announcement. We've been talking about it all morning, and Aproko has joined us on the set this morning. Hi, Aproko. Good morning.
Hi, good
How are you?
I'm well. I'm excited.
So one thing a question I have. Look, 50 people sat down to write a tough exam.
Yes.
She has been able to mark the scripts between Saturday and now. I don't understand.
Together with Magdalene and Colette.
It's a pure call. How have you guys done this, from day one to where we are today? How has the journey been?
Look, it's been interesting. I mean, Magdalene was doing most of the school engagement, going out to the schools. And it's not just about talking about the literacy challenge, but sensitizing the students, the teachers, about where we've got to with literacy in the 21st century and why it's important to partake in a competition like this. So, we've gone through the motions, got our top 50 out of thousands.
Yes.
Thousands of entries. I don't know how the external examiners did it, but they did. And then we had our top 50. And they sat down to write. I mean, this was Chief Invigilator. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was. And he was enjoying the job.
We have visuals on the screens as to what happened on Saturday, right?
Yes, Saturday.
Watching later, I did CNR Saturday evening, and watching on TV, I was even more anxious. I was scared, for the children.
Like some BC.
It felt like BC. It felt so serious, So how was the mood like for the younger
They were nervous.
Yes.
They were nervous, and rightly so, because it's not just about winning 10,000 Ghana cedis, but these students, if you're going through a competition like this and you get to this stage, you should know that you're dealing with students who are used to being achievers. So for them, it wasn't even just about getting to the top 10, but writing the exam and writing it well. Yeah. And they did that.
Right.
100 multiple choice questions, 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Wow.
The lowest was 58%.
Whoa.
The highest,
Are you serious?
Yes. The highest was 89.5, so 90%.
Yes.
And the top 10 fall between 89.5 and 85.
Wow.
Yes, that's how competitive it was.
Is it like, you kind of made the marking scheme a bit flexible so people could go through, or we are dealing with real intelligent people?
Real intelligent people. So you realize I didn't say 90. I said 89.5. There were halves in there.
Wow.
And still extremely competitive.
So can we have the drum roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let it flow.
What is
And
it?
this is in order of so who got the highest amongst the top 10 and then the lowest. So Jaden J. Jamakpalu of the Youngsters International School.
Wow.
Yes.
Well done.
So he came top.
Yes, he came tops. He did.
Wow.
He did.
Wow. He got the 89.5.
Jaden. Yes, Jaden.
Oh, Jaden.
Jaden J. Jamakpalu.
Yeah.
And then we have Irabna Okai Braku from Bishop Bauer School.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes. Number 3, Efe Segua Sego.
Okay.
And she is from Christ the King International School. And then Salom Isi Bedra from Victory Presbyterian School. Desmond Boateng Abraima from Christ the King International School as well. Ejapong Abna Sewa. Abna. You have an Abna there.
Oh, no, in fact, and Abna was also number 2.
You have an Abna there. In fact, there are 2 Abnas.
Yes,
So-
number 2 was also Abna.
Yeah. 3.
Oh,
So there's
wow.
Ejapong Abna Sewa from Silicon Valley International School. And then Trinebois Koja Abna Trinebois
Okay.
from the Light Academy. And I'll tell you something about Abna. She was feeling cold before the exam
wasn't
started.
well?
She was fine, but just, I don't know if it was jitters or whatnot.
Yes.
So you needed a whole Bernard Avle, our GM, drove to the office to get her a shawl that she could use. And she ends up getting 86.5%.
Wow, she needed a shawl desperately.
She did. She did. It is. And then Kudomo Selam Kobla from Queensland International School. Ane Feature Manting Alfred from Happy Kids School. And Kekeli Kojo Akaba from the Flober School.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So can you run us through the names again?
Absolutely.
Quickly?
So Jaden J. Jamakpalu, the Youngsters. Irabna Okai Braku, Bishop Bauer School. Efe Segua Sego, Christ the King International School. Salam Isi Bedra, Victory Presbyterian School. Desmond Boateng Braima, Christ the King International School. Ejapong Abnasewa from Silicon Valley International School. Trinebois Kodja Abna Trinebois, the Light Academy. Kudomo Selam Kobla from Queensland International School. Ane Feature Manting Alfred of Happy Kids School. And Kekeli Kojo Akaba from the Flober School.
Wow.
You know, it's
Wow.
interesting because as you mentioned their name, I'm actually seeing some of the faces.
Because you got to meet them.
Because what
and
happened
interact
was that
with them.
as chief invigilator,
Oh, yeah.
I had to make sure that everybody who is in the room is, is supposed to be in the
Yes,
room.
right.
So I went through each of them signed by their name, you know, so interact with them, try to calm their nerves, and then let them sign their name, you know.
Wow.
So I remember some of the faces. I'm just excited.
Yeah.
So
This
we
is
say
amazing.
congratulations, you know, to
5 girls,
our
5
fun-
boys.
Wow.
And it's
so-
the first time it's happened like this in the literacy challenge.
Well, so we are giving the guys, you know,
Oh, we are.
a good run for
We
their
are.
money. Yes,
We
yes.
are.
So congratulations, you know, to the 10 top finalists. We are super proud of you. So, Appy, what next?
So on the 15th of September, which is next week Wednesday, so not this Wednesday,
Okay, next
week Wednesday, they'll be starting a literacy camp
Okay.
at a bougie hotel in Accra.
Can I be a chaperone? Because I would
No,
love
please.
to go to
Please, you are too old.
hotel.
You are too old. You have children to chaperone at home.
Wow.
We need you on CNR and Breakfast Daily. So no.
That's what I was going to say.
So no,
You have
Firma.
what to do.
Sorry,
Well,
no.
I'll be passing by to say hello to them, maybe.
But that you can absolutely do, and we
I will.
encourage that. I mean, a lot of our city personalities, because they love city.
Yes.
That's another thing that we discovered in dealing with them, speaking to them. They love city. They watch the news. They watch the lifestyle programs. It was amazing to interact with them that way. So next week, Wednesday, we start the literacy camp, and over there, between Wednesday and Friday or Saturday morning when they do the grand finale, we'll be doing some coaching sessions with them, confidence builders, getting them to go and visit the sponsors. So SIC, they'll go there. They'll also go to the Vodafone Foundation, see what happens there. Just give them an experience,
Yeah.
but also take them through the prep they need to gun for 10,000 Ghana cedis.
When are we going to
on
be
the
writing
18th.
the final paper? Or what we have to do
The
final
quiz.
you go to win the money?
So it's the 18th of September,
Yes.
next week Saturday, at the Alisa Hotel.
Okay.
The top 10 individually, they'll compete for 10,000 Ghana cedis. And it's a live quiz. So we'll be broadcasting it, we'll be streaming it. Quiz mistress will be Mrs. Kokwi Salome Hansen.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Yes.
And they will go through 3 rounds of intense competition on the spot, answer questions, general knowledge, literature, English, mathematics, science, social studies, current affairs, and then we'll see who wins 10,000 Ghana cedis.
And the bragging rights.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I like about the literacy challenge is that it's testing holistically. You know, so not just holistically in terms of your knowledge base, but even emotional intelligence. All of these everything is under fire.
Yeah.
You know, so you've taken your time to write your essay. That's one. But how would you handle pressure?
Yes.
With a quiz competition?
Yeah.
You know, all of that is coming under.
And that's
test.
exactly what the literacy challenge is about. We're setting out, and we've always set out to identify the most outstanding all-round JHS student. That's the point of the literacy challenge, because we don't award people who are multifaceted and multi-talented
Yeah.
enough
It's
in
true.
this country.
It's true.
And we feel that if at that level they understand that there are people who are watching, there are people who are giving them their due, then they'll grow up with that attitude and we'll have a better country.
Apioka,
Wow, thank you very much, Happy.
Fantastic.
Thank you for
Fantastic. We're
having me.
excited. This is good. This is good.